morning, my dear students of class 8, Dr. Pustaki Government Girls High School. I think you are fine. I am also fine. Welcome to my today's class, English second paper. I am Anwar Jahan, assistant teacher, Dr. Pustaki Government Girls High School. Today we are going to English second paper from writing part. I know you had some classes on grammar. Many classes you had on grammar, but you didn't have any class on writing. That's why I decided to teach you something about writing. You had always some conversation or discussion with your family members in your family life, social life. You have conversation or discussion with your friends and some stranger. Sometimes you have to have talk or discussion with stranger. When you go to the mall or shopping center, you will have to have discussion with the salesperson. A lot of discussion with the people around you. But when you have the discussion or conversation in your mother tongue, it's not a problem. You enjoy it. But sometimes you have to have the discussion in English. When you will talk, you are going to talk with someone who cannot speak in Bangla. Okay? That's why you should have some practice on speaking English. You know English is a very important international language. It also plays rules of lingua franca. Lingua franca means the way that serves the purpose of a language that can communicate two persons who cannot understand their mother tongue. Okay, that's why speaking English is very important to have a communication with foreign people, those who cannot speak in Bangla, who cannot understand Bangla. That's why learning a foreign language emphasizes on 4 skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Today we are going to discuss about one skill, that is speaking. But you are not going to have some exercise or practice on speaking, but we are going to talk about the skill that is related to the speaking. Do you know what is this? This is writing dialogue. How is it related to the speaking? When you have a conversation or discussion with someone in English, you will have to follow some rules. You don't say anything like a paragraph or short composition. Okay? That's why dialogue always helps you to speak well. And today's lesson is how to write a dialogue. Okay? Our today's lesson is how to write a dialogue. Before writing a dialogue, we should know the definition of dialogue. What is dialogue? Most of the students know what is dialogue because you have been learning about a dialogue. You have been reading dialogues since class 3 or 4. So I think it's very familiar with you. But today I am going to give you a definition. Most of the students know the definition of dialogue. Dialogue means the conversation or having a conversation or discussion between two or more than two. Okay? So how to write a dialogue? Why it's necessary for you, for students, to learn writing dialogue? Because writing is one of the most important portion of your English second paper or English subject. There's some allocation of marks for you. You should write something like writing short composition, you are to write application, you have to write email, and you have to sometimes you have to write report, and this is one kind of another kind of writing dialogue. There are some marks allocation for you for writing dialogue. That's why it's very important for you to know the norms. Most of the time, the students just memorize the dialogue. It's not the good way, the proper way or right way to learning any kind of language. If you want to improve your language skill, you should know the rules and norms so that you can apply them. Because 1 or 2 or 5 dialogue memorization will not help you to improve your speaking skill. That's why the student should know the rules of writing dialogue. Number 2, you have some allocation of marks. You have some marks for you. You will have to sit for examination and write dialogue. If you cannot write the dialogue properly, you will not get the marks. And this is very important for you, I think. Second thing, when you will have discussion or you will have to have chat or talk with a foreign speaking people, you will have to speak in English, not like you are saying something from your book, from composition, from essays. You will have in different way. You will have to communicate the people in different way. How to write a dialogue? You should remember the following points before writing the dialogue. If we had the class in our classroom in normal situation, I would give you some pair works for writing the dialogue, and it would be better for you. Okay, you had 2 partners, and you will have you had the discussion with your partner. You could share with your partner. After having your discussion, you would be able to write the dialogue on your exercise book or khata or notebook, and it would be nicer one. Okay, but it's much more difficult for you to write a dialogue. That's why I have selected some point for you. Before writing the dialogue, when you write a paragraph or a short composition, you don't have to think a lot of things before writing. But when you write a dialogue, you should think some points before writing the dialogue. Because when you write a paragraph or short composition, you just use your own opinion, your own thinking. You will not need to think the other opinions, because there is no one. But when you write a dialogue, you should have to have the discussion with someone, and you are writing your points, you are saying your point, and also you are using the points of views and opinions of your partner. He can be your friends, your siblings, and any kind of people in the society. That's why when you will write a dialogue, you should have the idea of the partner that you are going to have the discussion. This is very, very much important for you. That's why number 1 is very important point before writing the dialogue. With whom are you going to have the discussion? What's the relation between two? You have the discussion with different kind of person, but when you will write the dialogue, you will have to fix with whom you are going to have the discussion. What's the relation with this person? Okay, this is very much important. According to the relationship, you will have to decide, are you going to have the discussion in formal way or informal way? Okay, that's why number 1 is very important. With whom are you going to have discussion? What's the relation with your partner? Number 2, about his personality. What kind of person he is? Is he a very serious person? Funny person? Okay? How is his age? Okay? How can he respond? He can respond in a different way. How can he respond? You will have to decide it. According to his of your partner. Because you are not writing only your opinion or your thinking in your dialogue. You are also writing the dialogue of your partner. Okay? So it's not too easy for us. Without thinking anything about the person and his personality, it's very difficult for you to write the dialogue of him. Okay? About the topic. Topic is very important. The topic is very important. If you talk many things, a lot of things out of the topic, it will be considered as irrelevant. You will have to have discussion on the main topic that will be very relevant. An irrelevant discussion will not help you to write a good dialogue. Number 5, discussion should be democratic. What is this? Do you know democratic discussion? Sometimes you will see someone that he is talking and talking. Okay, he or she cannot give any chance to others. Does he want to talk by himself? He or she doesn't bother that anyone in front of him. He can say something. He has the ability to say something. He has some opinion. You will have to give the honor to your partner. You will have to give the chance and opportunity to talk, to give his opinion. Both the person of the dialogue will contribute equally. Both the person of the dialogue will contribute equally. Okay? This is called the democratic discussion. Okay? Now, while writing, you should remember the following points. Okay, these 5 points you will have to think before writing the dialogue. But when you will write the dialogue, you should follow the following. You should remember the following things. Number 1, exchanging greetings. At the introduction of the dialogue, you should exchange your greetings according to the relationship, according to the time, according to the culture. You are going to write the dialogue in English. That's why you should follow the culture of English people, English speaking people. Is it clear? Okay. Number 2, about grammatical structure. What kind of structure are you going to use here? It's very important. When you will ask something to your partner in the present situation, you can use the present indefinite, present continuous, present perfect. According to the situation, you will have to select the form of the tense. Number 1. Number 2, you should know the rules of making WH question. WH question is very important for you to carry on the discussion. Without asking anything, you cannot develop your discussion. If you want to develop your discussion, you should know the opinions of your partner. That's why you should know how to make WH question. It's very important. But I am not going to tell you about how to make the WH question. I think you are the students of class A, so you know you learned about making WH question from class 5. If you have some difficulties here, you know, if you have some weaknesses here, you should just follow some books how to make WH question, and it will help you to write a dialogue. Is it clear? Okay. Number formal or informal, that you are having the conversation with whom, according to the relationship, you will have to select whether you are going to have the discussion in formal way or informal way. According to this, you will have to use the language pattern. So language pattern will be selected by you according to the relationship of your partner. Is it clear? Okay. Now come here, short sentence. When we have conversation or discussion, we never use the long sentences. Okay, we always use the simple short sentence so that our conversation or discussion um, is will not become boring to others. Okay, and time consuming also. If you use the long type of sentences, you will it will be very time consuming and boring to others. Okay, so you will have to use the short sentences. Like if you can ask your friend, where are you going? Your friend can reply in this way, school. Need not to say I am going to the school. Okay, this is the short kind of sentence. And then contraction form of subject pronoun. Contraction form of subject pronoun. Subject pronoun. Subject is when subject is used as pronoun, that is called subject pronoun. I, we, you, they, he, she, all are subject pronoun. And we can construct the verb with this subject pronoun to write in a contraction form in short form. When you will write a dialogue, you will have to use the subject pronoun in contraction form. I am a teacher. I am going to teach English. I am a teacher. I am going to teach you English. I'm a teacher. I'm going to. How are you? Okay? Not how are you. Okay? Now come to this point to select the proper words for agreements. When you will have discussion with your partner, you will give some opinion on the topic, and your partner will contribute and will give his or her opinion. In this situation, you will have to agree with your partner or disagree with your partner. When you agree with your partner, you will have to use some words to appreciate him. Okay? To appreciate him. Okay? For agreement, you can use many words. Don't use one word again and again. You will have to use different kind of words like sure, right, great, you're right, awesome, of course, why not, excellent. Okay, so on. Number 4, what's for disagreement? When you disagree with your friend, you never say, with anyone, never say directly, it's not correct, it's not correct, it's wrong, it's against courtesy. You should give your opinion of disagreement in a very, very positive way. Never forget it. When you will disagree with anyone, you will have to show your disagreement with very positive way, not direct way, because it's against the courtesy. For disagreement, you can use sorry, I'm afraid, I don't think so, sorry to say. And number 5, relevant discussion. Discussion should be relevant. Don't talk or write much thing out of the subject, out of the topic. That is not necessary. Unnecessarily writing anything is considered irrelevant, and you will not get any marks for this. So always write something according to the topic, not out of the topic. That is relevant discussion. Number 6, to maintain the logical flow. What is the logical flow? What is the logical flow? Every discussion or conversation have a flow. It should be harmonious. There should be some connection with one sentence with another. And this conversation will help you conversation and discussion. Is it clear? So your conversation and discussion should have a logical flow. It should be harmonious. Is it clear? Number 7, to develop discussion. To develop discussion, you should use some linkers. To follow or to maintain the logical flow, to maintain the flow in the conversation or discussion, you will have to use some linkers. Without using the linkers, you cannot develop your discussion or conversation. If you want to change your topic, you should use some words. If you add something with the opinion, then you will have to add or use some different kind of words. That's why you will have to think about the situation. According to the situation, you will have to select the linking words that will connect one sentence with another. So that's why it's very much important for you. You can use some words are here. Number 1, anyway, by the way, on the other hand, moreover, not only but also. Okay, anyway, I want to change my topic, my discussion. I want to say something different. Anyway, by the way, okay. On the other hand, not only this, not only but also. Okay, I want to add something. When I will want to add something, then we can use not only but also. We want to add something more. Moreover, not only that. Okay, moreover. So you can use all these words to maintain the logical flow in the conversation or discussion. So these linking words or linkers are very important to write a dialogue. So the words for agreement or disagreement and there are some words is very important we use for appreciation. Thank you. Okay, all kinds of words will make your discussion is a nicer word. Okay, if you follow all this rules well, when you will write a dialogue, I think you will be able to write a good dialogue. Okay. My dear students, we learned a lot of points, a lot of important things to write dialogue, how to write a dialogue. So, following all the things, that is a dialogue for you is very simple and a short dialogue. If you follow the above points, you can write better dialogue than these. Okay, just have a look here. There are two friends, they have a discussion about, okay, after reading the dialogue or after listening the dialogue, you will be able to know what was the topic about their discussion, okay. There are two friends, one is X, another one is Y. X, just greeting exchange. Hi, you look gloomy. There is no formal greetings here. Why? Because they are very close friends and they are sitting beside X, sitting beside Y in the classroom perhaps. That's why they don't have any formal greetings here. Is it clear? Hi. It's very informal greetings. Okay, so they follow the greetings. Okay. Hi, you look gloomy. Reply is here. Response is a must. Yeah, I could only sleep well last night. X. Why? He's not using the full sentences here, full question here. Just only why? Why? No electricity from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Not full sentences here also. As it's terrible. You can express your expression like usual expression. Okay. Don't think something special when you will write a dialogue. You are just having an informal discussion or conversation with your friends here. That's why you can use very informal use that you always use to express yourself, your emotion, your feelings. Is it clear? Okay. Why? It's regular and intolerable. Oh, sorry. It's terrible. And then why? It's regular and intolerable. That's same in our area nowadays, but be better from yours. Why? How will you get prepared for exam? Exam is very near, but they are very worried about exam. How will you get prepared for exam? As I don't know, actually, it's very difficult for them. Okay, so they don't have any solution now. That's why very simple answer are here. I don't know. I don't know. This is construction from I don't know. I don't. I don't. We should do something. As yes, we can write complaint letter. We can write complaint letter, complaining letter, or complaint letter in newspaper. Why? To solve the problem. They are facing the problem and they need to solve the problems. What should they do? They can write a complaint letter in a newspaper to solve their problems. Okay? Yes, we can write complaint letter in newspaper. What? Really? It's a nice idea. Let's write. Let's write. Why? Okay, you will take help from the teacher because they don't know how to write the letter because they are students of class 8. It's not very easy for you how to writing a complaint letter. That's why they can take any kind of help from their teacher and they are going to do this. Good idea. Thanks. You will come. You are welcome. You will come. Okay, no mention. Okay. So I think all the points are followed here by X. X is writing the dialogue perhaps. X is writing the dialogue. Y is partner. X thought about why, how she or he would give her or his answer. According to this, they wrote the dialogue. Okay, if you try by following all the points, you can write a better dialogue. We had a lot of discussion on writing dialogue. Now we don't have much time to discuss more. That's why now I am giving you some homework on the topic that how to write a dialogue. And for homework, you will have to write a dialogue on your homework khata. Write a dialogue between you and your younger brother or sister about the importance of having a daily routine of his or her own. Okay, the dialogue is very important for writing a dialogue, for learning how to write a dialogue, and also it will make your time enjoyable, I think. How? You are passing a very boring time. You have a free time and boring time you are passing. You can make it enjoyable. You just have a discussion. You will have a discussion with your younger brother or sister about making a daily routine. It will help your younger brother or sister on study. How? Because you have a younger brother or sister, he or she doesn't want to study, she wants to play, and you as elder sister, you want him or her to study regularly. But he or she doesn't have a daily routine. You know how important to have a daily routine for his own, for good study. That's why you will decide a time within 2 days to have a discussion in English. Don't have a discussion in Bangla. You will have a discussion or conversation in English with your younger brother or sister. After having the discussion, you will write down the dialogue on your notebook or homework khata. If you don't younger brother or sister already contributed there. Okay, so I think it would be nicer one. Okay, thank you very much. Stay fine and